Hello everyone. I'm kind of back, kind of not. I'm trying out to see if I can upload short videos that won't have any intros as long as they're a single video and not multiple parts edited together. I think I should be able to put that up. So I'm attempting that. With this video, I am going to attempt Warboss Tay's May Painting Challenge April Boot Camp. So for this video, we have some semi-built Tyranid Warrior, or a semi-built Tyranid Warrior. Just doing one for the boot camp. And he's going to be a Shrike. I got these Warhammer Fantasy Vampire Count, I think they're called Vargeist models with wings. Did a eBay purchase for those. And I'm going to try and make a Shrike. If it works out, there will be a squad eventually, but yes. So for the boot camp for Warboss Tay's challenge, there's daily questions. So today being the first day of my boot camp challenge, is describe your challenge, what level, and what your project is. So I'm assuming that's both the April 1 week challenge and the May month challenge. So clearly, as I just said, this is my April 1 week challenge. It will be level 4 because I will be answering questions and doing the daily video. As for my May challenge, because of how things are right now, I'm doing it slightly modified from his format. This model right here is my converted old One Eye. I gave him bigger crushing claws. This is from the Horror Specs kit, and smaller scything talons to give him. They're from the Trigon Prime or the Malloc kit. Yeah, it just gives him a more menacing pose, and the tail right there is from the Horror Specs as well. I built the Exocrine, so didn't need those bits. The little ripper up there, my friend wanted to see what it would look like if old One Eye was a pirate. So I'm probably going to magnetize him there, so that whenever he comes over I can be like, hey, he's a pirate. And I'm going to paint the little ripper up like a little parrot. I probably won't give him wings, just because little wings like that are kind of hard to find. And when you do, you want to build flying guys. So my May challenge is a little bit different. I am doing... Oh, bumped the camera trying to look at my page. There we go. It's kind of... There we go. I am doing... Oh, my tripod tends to slide on the one leg of it. It can be quite annoying sometimes. Especially if you knock the camera in a certain direction. It just kind of sinks that way. So hopefully it'll stay. I am doing priority is old One Eye. So he is my official May painting challenge. As the tail falls off. My secondary objective, I guess, for the month is to do the rest of the HQs in the Tyranid Codex. So we have old One Eye. We have a really old Lictor that I'm going to be using as the Death Leaper. We have some cork on there. We have a Tyranid Prime, just standard. He's magnetized, or will be. No, he is. Tyranid Prime. We have the Swarm Lord. I had a metal Hive Tyrant and bought the plastic one, and decided I'd make my metal one into the Swarm Lord because he doesn't have wings, and it's a lot easier to put this heavy piece of metal on legs like these. So there's my Swarm Lord. A Hive Tyrant. This one's going to be done up as the Flying Hive Tyrant with Twin Link Devourers. I put these wings on before the Flying Hive Tyrant kit came out. I used the Tyrannifex weapons. This is from one of the weapons, and the arms are actually from these weapons. I did it because I did them off his shoulder, kind of adding another limb, because at the time they could use 4 weapons, so I didn't want to take up one of his arm slots, which they went around and that's what they did, which makes sense, but that's okay. I also gave him small scything talons, just as instead of not having anything there. These will also be magnetized. He is basically got his first layer of paint on for his skin, but it needs to be magnetized, and then these need to be primed. So we have him, and we have a Turvagon. So that is one of each HQ slot, including characters. The main reason why I'm doing this is because... Wait, is that part of the question? What level? I will be doing level 4. I will be doing a monthly or a daily little short video of what I did and what I hope to do. Again, primary will be him. Secondary will be kind of the rest. What else is there? I'm ready to look on 2 pieces of paper, so it's kind of lost where I was. The project, so that's what that is. And... oh yes, so the rewards. The rewards are going to be a little bit different. Just one, sorry about this. Can't pause it and come back either. Sorry about that, guys. The narrative objectives each week. So I don't see where those are in this, so I'm going to go over it now. So week 1 in May, my goal is to build, convert, and prime. So these are mostly built. They're stick-tacked together, stuff like that. My reward if I get... well, I guess a little backstory. My friend joined the army and he left. He hasn't been back in a couple months. But when he did come, he picked up his army and he's been painting. And he wants to do a whole bunch of gaming, a whole bunch of painting, everything like that, which is awesome. And I need some painted models for when he gets here. He plays Dark Angels and he's going Terminator heavy, and it's just going to be fun games. There's nothing too competitive about it. We're not bringing like crazy combos and lists and stuff like that. So I'm kind of doing my rewards as semi-storyline and semi... we want to do a campaign, so I'm kind of introducing that into my story, and that's kind of where my Hive Fleet starts to begin. So I'm not doing too much storyline wise to that because I need that game to go, or that campaign to go first. So if I build, convert, and prime him, so basically just prime and glue together, it unlocks all named characters as available in my storyline. So it's kind of like one of the splinter fleets of another army had the characters aboard, or the ability of knowing what they were, and we kind of took it, devoured them, and now we can make it. My reward B is if I clean, build, prime all the HQs, it unlocks all available units. One of the questions this week is what happens if you don't get your rewards, so that will be very effective in that. My reward for the second week is it unlocks the Gene Stealer cult. I've been planning to do some conversions with my guard to make Gene Stealer cult. So if I can get week 2, which is base green, my color scheme is green and bone. Have this guy here. In case you haven't seen any of my other videos, that's the base of my color scheme. So if I base him green and do his base, that'll unlock the Gene Stealer cult. And if I base green and do the bases on all the HQs, it unlocks the ability to take Imperial Guard allies against my friend in the campaign. The week 3 is finish the carapace, so the little bone color armor all over them. To base it, dry brush it, wash it, complete it on him will unlock the ability to, storyline wise, we land on the basic guard planet. They're be a lot more detail later on. And we land in full force, meaning there's no restrictions, well, no extreme restrictions right off the bat. And if I get all of them done with the carapace, it allows some choices for the campaigns. So for example, when we play a game, it'll just be a regular game, regular point cost. And when we roll for deployment, I'll roll a dice on a 5+, I just get to pick it. Just straight up, we're playing Dawn of War, or we're playing Hammer and Anvil, or whatever. So that'll actually impact the campaign as well. And then week 4 is finish the body, which is the green, and do the details. So my poison, my wings, stuff like that. If I finish it on Old One Eye, in our games, we will make a house rule that he is allowed to join a brood of Carnifexes, or Carnifex. However you say plural Carnifex. It's kind of weird that GW made broods of Carnifex that you could take up to 3, and then they made him, in the last book, was basically an upgrade to one of them. Then they made him an HQ character, except he can't join a unit, so he's on his own, all by himself. So if I can fully finish him, a house rule, whenever my friends and I play until the next codex, he is allowed to join a brood. He can't join he can't join Gaunts, he can't join anything like that. It's just a Carnifex brood. And my reward if I finish all the HQs is I get formations. So my friend plays Dark Angel, so he doesn't really have formations, but then again he doesn't really need it because just everything deep strikes and gets special rules anyway. But if I fully finish all of them in the month of May, hit the camera again, I unlock formations, so I can take the Endless Swarm with my Gaunts, stuff like that. So those are my goals. I think I answered all the questions. Yep. And so my goal for, I guess, today, because the video will be tomorrow, is just to clean up a little bit. Cut these so they fit a little better, and possibly put the magnets, I drilled holes already, to put the magnets in, and just see what they look like, see what his pose is going to be, and maybe prime him. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself, it's just I'm going to do a little bit more work on him. And we'll be back tomorrow.